Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Tea with Nan at 12 o'clock on a Monday. I hope you're all okay, and you've got a nice cup. I've got my bee cup on, my bee cup today. I was going to say on, I had bee earrings on yesterday, it was lovely. So lemon, hot lemon today because it's a cold day. So I hope someone can join me on here and we can have a little chat about today's talk, which is about pace yourself. And I've got somebody already. Oh, happy hugs to whoever's just come on. Nice that you've joined us. Oh, it's lovely. And the heart, thank you very much. I don't know who it is yet. You haven't said hi. So I've got a heart. That's the nice thing. So today's all about pace yourself. You know, we've got to learn to pace ourselves at times like Christmas and, you know, other times in our lives that we tend to pack a lot into our lives. Oh, it's Sarah. Oh, lots of love to you, my darling. It's lovely that you're here. I hope you've been up for a swim today. And Julie's here as well. Oh, good afternoon to you too, darling. Happy hugs. So life demands, you know, a lot of us, doesn't it? I mean, our families, our jobs, our lives generally are quite busy. And you look at this time of year, you know, it's near Christmas and everybody's rushing about, or they're thinking a lot and they're sort of basically just running around in circles. A lot of people are like that. And we can't really help it. We sort of get affected by other people, don't we? They're all doing it. And even if we say, no, we're not going to rush, we're just going to take it easy, we still tend to do that. We tend to be around people and influenced by their energy. So today is all about pacing yourself and to remind yourself to be that mindful, to stop, to be still, to basically take a breath and to do maybe a couple of exercises I've got here that most of my clients will know. Hi Alex, lovely that you've joined us. Oh, thank you. Happy hugs to you, sweet. So, you know, we can burn out if we run too fast. You know, people are so exhausted after Christmas. It's a good example of like they've been going and going and going and going after Christmas. Or they get ill, or they run down in energy, and you know, a lot of colds and flus and things around. Your immune system goes down when you are feeling too much pressure. And so what we have to do is just be mindful and slow it down, you know. There's a couple of things that I've got, as I say, that could help you. But just to be reminded is enough sometimes, you know, just to say, well, actually, I have been running a bit fast, or I've got this in my head and that. And we set ourselves dates, don't we? I must get all times. I must get that done by that time. I must get this done by that date. And we go on, and the more we do that, the more we're more likely to do more of that. And just because we can doesn't mean to say we should. It's all a question of thinking, well, let's just pace myself and do what's the most important thing. Let's do the most important thing that is prominent, that we can do right now. Oh, hi, Lucy. Thank you for joining us, sweet. Happy Monday hugs. So what's the most important thing? What's the most, the thing you have to do, and the most important thing you have to do today, the most prominent thing? Do it. Some people have no choice. They've got this to do and that to do, and they don't want to do these things. But if you become more relaxed when you're doing them, you're probably going to do them better. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Hello to you. So we've got to do what our heart feels as well. You know, our inner child needs to be doing jobs that you like, not jobs that you don't like or feel too much pressure, as I say. So I always check in with little Nan. I always say, do you want to do this job or that job? You know, pace yourself. What would you like to do? What would give you a feeling of satisfaction and you don't mind doing it? So even if it's things like accounts at this time of year or whatever, you can pace yourself in every major job or minor job. Or I know some people don't wrap their presents up till very late. Hi Annie, thank you for joining us, darling. Happy Monday hugs. So I know a few people that leave everything to the last minute, and then they're racing and racing and racing, and they think that's part of the enjoyment. Well, it is for some, I guess, but most people feel the stress and they're not really in the moment. They're not giving themselves a chance to relax and to be grounded in that moment, because their head's going and they're running around. I used to be one of those people all the time, so I know. And I just thought everybody lived like that. Oh, hi Kev, nice that you're here. Happy Monday hugs. Oh, thank you, Annie, that's lovely. Morning to you too. So we need to take the pressure off ourselves from whatever we have in our heads that we've got lined up to do. On any level really, whether it's a big task or a little task, you've got to learn to be more mindful and just, you know, do what you can slow it down. You know, do what you can and enjoy what you're doing, because that way you're going to do, as I say, better, because you're being in a more grounded, more mindful place, and you can actually enjoy some of these things more because you're present. Ah, good afternoon, dear cousin, says John. Oh, afternoon to you, sweet. I hope you're having a good day. So I've got a little board here to remind me. One of the things I really find works for me and a lot of my clients and friends is something I did a long time ago, a few weeks back, take the pressure off. And that's one of my tea with Nans. And I said in it, I get it all done on number 1, talking about a pressure cooker. And you might like to remember that when you've got a lot going on in your head. So there's a couple of things. That's one of the things I do every day. So before I get out of bed, I always think, right, imagine I'm thinking too much, or, you know, everything I've got to do that day, what I'd like to do that day. So I take a deep breath and I imagine turning the dial down from 10 all the way down to 1. And as I'm doing that with a deep breath, I get it all done on number 1. It works like a treat. My subconscious believes me. I'm more relaxed. My central nervous system is better. I'm able to think better because of it. So I probably will get it all done on number 1, because I've set that intention. So it's a really nice one to remember. Maybe write that out again. I know I only did it a few weeks back, but if you look at that Tea with Nan, I get it all done on number 1, will be in it. So if you want to write it out, you can always listen to that. It's on the 15th of the 5th, 23. Yes. So you can take, yeah, you can feel more relaxed as you achieve in a nice, easy pace, you know? And there's another one I've just thought about this morning that should go with this beautifully, is how to stretch time. And that's in the green section of my Nan Talks, not Tea with Nans, on my website. So you can go to www.nancyfinch.co.uk and listen to that. It's all about stretching your day, or stretching your couple of hours before you have to go somewhere, whatever. You're stretching a bracket of time and you're doing it again with a breath, mindful. You're stretching your time. I do that before I get out of bed as well. I do that because I don't want to get out of bed and rush around like I'm 10. I used to do for many, many years. So yes, says Annie. Yes, absolutely. We can race, can't we? And because we're good at these things, we get used to doing it. The pace is always fast. We just do it and not realize it's bad for us. You know, we don't get a chance to really enjoy the moment when we're racing. It's like running down the road really quickly, or racing down in a very fast car. You're missing all the beauty of the hedges and the butterflies and the flowers. You're missing it all because you're racing through it. And if we can just remember that for ourselves, take ourselves back, stretch time. There, now you've got an intention. You've got 2 days in one. You've got 5 hours in an hour. You know, stretch time. Look at that one. And you might like that. As I say, it's in the green section. What I mean by that is the chakra man. There's the green section here, the heart chakra. So if you go to that, go to my website and go onto that Nan Talks, you'll find it there. And the other one, as I say, I get it all done on number 1. Hi, Wendy. Lovely you're here. Is on a Tea with Nan I've done just a few weeks ago. Take the pressure off, it was called. And it's just a nice way to remember it. And everyone I teach this to, they kind of instantly relax. You can see it and you can feel it in your body. So it doesn't matter how much you've got to do. These 2 exercises will definitely help you on lots of levels. Helps you on a physical level, because it helps you to, on your chakras, of course, as well. But it helps you on a mental level. It helps you to attract more calm into your life, because at that moment, you're feeling calm and grounded and centered. So that's very important. When you're feeling those things, you attract more things into your life, such as what you're feeling. And also you're a good influence on other people, I think, because they'll be affected by your energy. Okay. So what happens when you're doing either one of those exercises, it really affects, as I say, the green area here, your heart chakra. So you're helping your immune system straight away, because you're helping to boost that energy. You're relaxed, you're calm, you're centered. And this helps this area, helps to boost you. If you're stressed and worried, and, you know, your immune system does go down when you're running at a very fast pace. Unless, you know, people don't realize it until they do get sick, or, you know, people go flat out in their lives and then they have a holiday and suddenly they get ill. It's because they've suddenly relaxed, and the body goes, thank goodness I can get over this stress. And usually they get some, you know, I used to get ill every year when I went on holiday because of it. Always running at a fast pace and thinking at a fast pace as well. So I don't do that now. If I catch myself doing that, I use these 2 exercises that my spirit guides gave me, and it works beautifully for me. So you, as I say, pace yourself through your day, through each task, through each part of your life, your whole life if you like, and you're definitely helping yourself on lots of levels. Think about how you can pace yourself today, and you'll help yourself in the immune system. You'll help clear your crown chakra will open because you'll be more mindful. You're more mindful, you can think better. You'll also be able to trust yourself a lot more. You know, you'll be able to feel that you can achieve more. You can trust who you are to get it done. You know, and this helps the solar plexus area. That's our sense of identity is in here. So you're helping yourself on lots of levels when you're doing this and pacing yourself, and then looking back over how you've done that. Maybe yesterday or last week. And every time you look back and think, yes, I did a good job that day. I paced myself and I still got loads of things done. Oh, hi, David. Oh, it's nice that you're here. I know we're all so busy. And today's talk's about pacing yourself. I'm sure you'll know that one, David. It's lovely to see you on here. So I really want to advise people just to do that when they find themselves racing. It's like a car that's straight into 5th gear. You know, up you go the gears and you're running all day in 5th gear. You know, you need to go right back and maybe pace yourself in the way you think. You know, pace yourself in what you're planning to do that day. Pace yourself in every way you can imagine, even the way you speak. Now, I usually speak quite quickly because I've got lots of things going on in my head. I like to get it out. But I want you to pace yourself with that as well. You know, breathe, take time, and just bring that back because you're more mindful. And when you're more mindful, you're more present. You have a great time being in that moment because you can appreciate things more. You know, you're more grateful. In that moment, it gives you a chance to clear your head and think about what you have, not what you haven't got. It gives you a chance to be positive. One of my clients, well, quite a few of my clients actually. Oh, hi, Amy. It's lovely you're here. Happy Monday to you. Quite a few of my clients have got lists to do. They love writing lists. And it's quite funny because the more lists they do, yes, they feel achieved when they tick it off. It's great. But they keep adding to the list. I must do that and I must do that. Why don't you just look at the list and think, what do I need to do? What do I really need to do? Do I really need to set myself that task? Or can that task wait? Can that task be done tomorrow or next week? Can we not just pace ourselves with those tasks, you know? Some of them have even got bucket lists. Oh, it's nice that you're here, Amy. Thank you, sweet. I'm glad you made it. So why don't we just look at those lists? If we're going to write lists, most of us do, then just think, what do I really need to do today? What would be great today? What would I feel achieved from in a more relaxed way? You know, just think about that and take some breath in between each task, you know. I get it all done on number 1. Or I stretch time so I get more done in that time without stressing, without feeling that effect on my body or my mind. It will help you and it will help others because you'll be an influence on other people. And of course, as I always go on about, collective consciousness. You know, as you feel something, you're helping the world to feel it. And so it's good for the world as well. I've got a little note here about saying you'll feel grounded and yes, you will feel grounded, but also you'll just feel like you're actually more present. And that's funny at Christmas, isn't it? Be more present at Christmas. So just trust yourself maybe, because when you look back on the things you've achieved, you will have that feeling of trust gradually get stronger and stronger within you, and you'll trust the exercises you're doing every day. Hi, Irene. Lovely that you're here. Oh, thank you. A lot of people are getting on here. It's lovely. Thanks, James and Jess, for joining. It is very important to remind ourselves to support each other. You know, if we can support each other and we can give ourselves that feeling of, oh, you'll get it all done. Yeah, it'll be fine. You know, remind them of this. Maybe share this video, because it's so important that we do support each other and remind each other to just pace yourself. You know, we often sweat the small stuff, don't we? Hi, Jane. Lovely that you're here, sweet. Busy mums, busy grandmothers, busy everybody. You know, we could just make that more busy if we're not careful. and we can still get it all done without really stressing it. So don't sweat the small stuff. I mean, there's lots of jobs I've got to do, and I'm not sort of rushing around. I'm thinking I'll get that done eventually. It actually helps to cultivate patience as well. Speaking of sweat, sweet sweater. Oh, thank you, David. I like pink today. Really love the colour pink. It's like a cozy hug on a cold day. Pink earrings, pink everything. Yeah. For me today, I'm in a pink mood. So, but it's a nice way to start your week when you pace yourself, isn't it? When you think to yourself, yeah, I can get all of this done this week. You look at your diaries, and think, yeah, somehow I get it all done on number one. And even the people, as I say, I've done bucket lists that I know of, they can just imagine they get everything done on number one. Or I can stretch my life, my time, my age. I can live this long, and I can do this much with it. I can be, all the things on the list can be done easily. And you'll gradually just relax into it and enjoy every single thing that you achieve from that list. Oh, hi, Joe. Lovely that you've joined us too. Thank you. So how about you make a list? If you do want to make a list, and just remind yourself, I'll do what I want when I feel I want to do it, and what's important and what isn't. I trust myself to get all of it done. If you do make lists, just put a little reminder. Pace myself beside it. Write it on your list. You know, people rushing around, some things can wait. Some things can wait till tomorrow or later today or whenever. Just stretch it and relax into it. It will help you, as I say, on all those levels. There's a lot of people really stressed at this moment, and they find it hard to relax. But even the breathing part of those 2 exercises that I've given you will relax you. I do it all the time with my clients when they come in and they've had busy mornings and they're fitting this in after me, and you know, they've got everything planned for the day. And up to a point, it gives you a feeling of being in control when you do that, doesn't it? But you can be more mindful and you can be happier and in control. You can have all of it if you just step back and breathe in between each thing you have to do and trust yourself to achieve it. As you set the most important thing, the intention is everything. Set the intention in any of your life's demands, anything that you've got coming up that you find you're gradually quickening the pace of. Set the intention, and your subconscious mind, which is 95% of your mind, will do that for you. If you set that intention and just say it to yourself, today I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to pace myself all week, all month, whatever. You won't be too tired when it comes to the new year, because you'll be at an easier pace to recover from all those things that you're racing around to do. Oh, hi, Karen. Lovely that you're here, darling. Happy Monday. Hugs to you. So we're all guilty of it. I used to run around, I don't know, one job to another all my life for many, many years. And I've chosen not to do it now because there's another way. And we're never too old to learn new things. So if you could just think, yeah, always lovely to catch you, always when I need it. Oh, thank you, Joe. That's lovely. Big heart to you, darling. I'm glad you appreciate our little chats here on Mondays, because I tune into you. I tune into all of you, and I think, what does the world need right now? What do my friends on here feel like? What does my inner child want? I tune into all of us, and I think, what do we need to be reminded of? And I have a whole list of things I want to do tea with Nans with, but this one today was really important, because if we could just take our time, pace ourselves, we're less likely to get angry or frustrated with people around us. You watch it everywhere, you know, people rushing around the shops and the roads, and they lose that kind of calmness that they would like to have had otherwise. And it's more likely that if you could just spend a little bit of time, mindful time every day, thinking of how you can pace yourself, you're going to be more likely to be kind to somebody rather than frustrated with them when they're not moving out the way in time because you've got this to do and that to do. Hi, Alison. Lovely you've joined us too, darling. Please share this with everyone, because you never know. It might just help them just to be mindful and to breathe and to turn it all down, you know, get it all done on number one. And stretch your time. Time is not what you think it is. Time is not linear. We can wake up in the morning and we can be in a hurry. We might have woken up late. Have you noticed the whole day is late? The whole day you're racing all day. And you never seem to really catch your emotional breath, do you? That's what that talk's all about. How we have to sort of stop and stretch the rest of the time. Just feel that feeling of plenty of time. And that's going to help you tremendously. As I say, it's going to help you achieve. It's going to help you stay grounded and well. And all the things we set ourselves, list of things, I must get that done by that. I must move house by then. I must clean that room out by that time. Why? Why can't we just not set ourselves that pressure? Because when we set ourselves that pressure to get this done by that time, and it's not enjoyable. Quite often it's stressed. And our bodies do react to that. And when we're worried about not getting it done, that's another area that gets affected, the red area, the root chakra. We worry we're not going to get it done in time. That takes down your main battery of your body, and that can't flow up and keep you well. If you're more relaxed, you're going to stay well, or have a better chance of staying well, because your, as I say, your immune system and your life force energy will be unaffected by the stress that you have around you. And when you watch other people running around, it's another reminder for you not to take a deep breath and pace yourself and create a nice vibe. If you're in a busy place, if you're in a busy workplace that has to get loads done. Oh, hi Nick. Oh, that's lovely, darling. Thank you. You're very welcome. I always love to give advice where I can and be of service. That's what we're all about. And here to support each other, like I keep saying. So I'm glad you're going to watch this later, Nikki. Thank you. So I think that's more or less it today, unless anyone wants to say anything. But just to remind yourself to be in the moment. Maybe write it down, the affirmation I said earlier. Maybe write it down. I stretch time, or, you know, I pace myself, or I get it all done on number one. Remember, it's just like that pressure cooker. Just turn it all down and be mindful, because we'll be happier and healthier, and we'll be better company actually for other people, and a better vibe that you put out. Even when you're making phone calls, and, you know, if you do this before you make a phone call, the person feels it on the other end of the phone, and they will react to that, and you're doing them a favor as well. So I hope this has made sense to a lot of people. I hope you have a lovely, relaxing, easy week, that you enjoy everything you do, because you're setting the pace. You're in control. You're keeping your emotional balloon high. It's so important. Oh, thank you for the hearts, guys. I feel very loved. I love you all. I'm sending lots of namaste hugs to you all, because we need to do that, especially, as I say, when we're feeling isolated with all that stuff that's going on. And people don't often tell each other they're overwhelmed. They just feel it. Thank you, dear one. I'm going to call you now. Oh, bless you. I'll talk to you in a minute then, David. That's lovely. Oh, lots of love and hugs to everybody. And you, Julie. Thank you. I was thinking about the audiobook, actually. I might just get on to writing a hands-on book first, and then working on that other concept later. Oh, thank you. It's really nice that you're sending hugs and love. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lovely. So I will see you next week at Tea with Nan at 12 o'clock. And it goes pretty quick, doesn't it? But let's stretch some time, eh? Let me know how you get on as you use this exercise, or this mindfulness of pacing yourself. And just be, every day before you start your day, set the intention. Nice and easy. Get it all done. And I'm sure you will achieve, and I'd love to hear about it. And if you want to talk to me, you can always email me, nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. And obviously join me again next Monday on here. So hope you have an easy week with lots of love and happiness. Stay well, stay calm, stay grounded, and most of all, stay happy. Take care, everyone. I shall see you again next week, and have a wonderful week. Lots of love. Bye, everyone.